when she finally carts it, they're going to find tapes, loads of tapes with all of this on it, and producers will just be bringing it out for years. I can't stand her.
Answer phone messages.
Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's not going to be at Glastonbury, is she?
Oh,
I might have just ruled myself out.
You might have just ruled yourself out. I'm just gonna put a line. It could become a cross. It could become a tick. Alright, that's all I'm saying. Very exciting. More of that to follow. And Sammy, what did you make of Björk?
Sorry, firstly, I can't believe you're getting angry that she might die. You're getting angry because when she's dead, you'll have something to get angry about. That's
I'd like
amazing.
her to stop now while she's alive.
I loved it. I quite liked, there's like a kind of Crazy Horses Osmonds refrain in there as well, but I'd literally moved in my seat the whole way through, right till the bitter end. That's a song you want to listen to.
You are, of course, essentially a child. You're only 20. And Björk, of course, has been around for a long time now. And is she someone that is, amongst young people, how is she considered, how is she thought of?
I think she kind of reinvented herself with young people when she worked with Chris Cunningham and did those that amazing video where she was robotic and kissed her. That was amazing. That brought it to life in our generation. But everyone knows the hits.
But
they were big when we were little and we could shout them.
If you're on the megabus travelling to Sheffield, might you hear perhaps a young oik, as he's tagging the window, may he have Björk on a ringtone?
It's unlikely.
It's unlikely,
but that's because he's an oik.
Sure.
We cultured people love a little bit of Björk, sorry.
Steve, just a brief moment. As PR announcer for the BBC Six Music Steve Merchant show, Sam in the West used the megabus, but I think you said that there might be all kinds of scum on the megabus. She just said that her and her young son go up to London to visit museums and art galleries, and you've just called him scum. I don't think that was the intention. We should point out that scum also use trains, their own private cars, planes, and some of the most horrible people you'll ever meet are in the first class section of airplanes.
That's very true, as I can attest, as I'm being handed my free glass of champagne. No, of course I apologise. I was being flippant. I have to say that having never travelled on the megabus, I can only, I judged it unfairly based on the fact that you can get to, I don't know where it is, kind of Paris for 80 pence. But no, I'm sure it's an excellent way of travelling. And obviously, if you work for megabus and you're a driver on megabus, then I apologise sincerely. Although I have a terrible attitude towards bus drivers. I've never met a decent bus driver in my life. Never met one that I liked, and I imagine they're all scum. And that's not going to get me in trouble.
Climbing out of the hole.
I know. Straight back in the other side. I'm not going to talk about bus drivers because we could be here all night. You want to play the top of the hour thing?
And then do the thing.
Okay, all right then.
BBC says.
Can I just apologise now to all bus drivers listening? Please do not get in touch with us. It was a foolish remark that I made in an attempt to show off and saying rock and roll is not big, it's not clever. I take that back. And if you are a bus driver, thank you for listening. Thank you very much, and also thank you for your great work. And sometimes, all I'm saying is sometimes I've got on a bus and you've been a little bit surly, and it's not my fault that you chose such a wrong job. I'm joking, of course I'm joking. I'm being silly and flippant. Of course I am. Don't be don't, for goodness sake. I'm just mucking around, of course. It's great. No, it is. I'm being flippant. I'm being silly and I'm joking.
Can we do marks? Can we do marks?
Yes, by all means. Of course I'm being silly. I'm trying to be naughty and outrageous because, I feel that's what people listening to Six expect, but of course it's not. They actually, they expect decent new music, such as this next track that I've dug out of the pigeonhole. It is a Swedish duo called Hello. Do you think it's Safe Ride or Safride? Hello Safe Ride? Hello Safe Ride. Oddly enough, I think they did get their name from an oddball bus driver. No, seriously, I'm not joking. I read that on their website. Anyway, Swedish duo Hello Safe Ride, and they've got a forthcoming single called I Was Definitely Made for These Times, which is very, very good. But I'm actually going to play the B-side because it just charmed me. It's called The Quiz. Released May 14th, that's The Quiz, the B-side to Hello Safe Ride's forthcoming, and I believe their first UK release, I Was Definitely Made for These Times. They're playing gigs at the Water Rats in London on May 14th and 15th, and if you are in Brighton, then you can go to the Great Escape Festival May 17th, and they will be playing there. Harry?
No, I really like that. Is the A-side as wordy?
It is wordy, but it's much more kind of jangly, sort of 60s inspired pop.
Ooh, I might try and find it then. No, I really like that.
Yeah, it's worth checking out. Rufus?
Yeah, really good. I liked it. I love thoughtful, kind of quirky, whimsical lyrics like that. It's like a French film, really, except a Swedish pop song instead. It's really nice. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a very sweet analogy. You had just the right level of whimsy in your own analysis.
Thanks. I was going to quote some of the lines, but I didn't in the end. So,
okay.
Yeah,
thank you. That's all right. And what about you, Dan?
Pleasant, yeah, it's pleasant, but I'd be worried that the sort of the fun, the enjoyment, the warm feeling you get from those lyrics first time, second time, third time, fourth time, is it going to be just one of those songs that you play to a mate, and they think it's great, and then they play to their mate and they think it's great, but you don't really go back to time and time again. That's my worry.
So, do you share Dan's negativity?
Not at all. And if you did that, it would eventually get all the way around the world.
It's true.
I love that. And from a lady's point of view, that really kind of spoke my mind. Women go mental around men, they really do. I'm always scared that if I ever share a bed with a boy, not in any other way, anything else, I know my mum's listening, just sharing
a bed because you there's no...
Yeah, like if you're a party or something. Yeah, right. I'm terrified I'm going to fall asleep because I will dribble, I will snore, and I might do something I really regret in my sleep. And it's that kind of mentalness put to a really whimsical tune.
Yeah, exactly right. And when she says, do you talk during Seinfeld, I have to relate to that.
It throws me into distraction.
Oh, I just, you know, I mean, domestic violence is never, ever endorsable. Unless someone's nattering cries. Goodness me, that drives me insane. No, of course, do not slap anyone. If you're a woman, do not slap a bloke. If you're a bloke, do not slap another bloke, and so on and so on and so on. I should not have to tell you that, people. Never slap anyone.
What about bus drivers?
Well, I was just going to say again, bus drivers, can we please stop going on about them? Alright, we can say are good people doing a difficult job, so please stop slagging them off. Okay, thank you very much for listening. Good night. Oh, I just feel like every week I get in trouble. Every week there's someone that I offend, and I don't mean to. It's just that I get so relaxed, and I just speak like I would at home, which is, of course, me just being offensive about everyone. So, yeah, I do apologise if you're listening and I've offended you in any way. Let's have one more tune. Let's just kind of relax, just chill out, and we'll come back with more stuff. It's Steve Merchant with the Steve Show on BBC Six Music. In the studio we've got Harry, we've got Posh Rufus, we've got welcome back to Dan, hi there.
Hi.
And we've also got Shijay Sammy, who is with us, and thank you very much indeed again for coming all the way down from Newcastle. It's a long way. And is it nice to, have you enjoyed yourself so far?
I have, the big city, it's a bit exciting.
Is
someone so northern.
Absolutely. Are you going to stay over in London, or are you just...
No, I'm going to go back and regale northerners of metropolitan tales.
Of course,
yeah.
Of course. Have you bumped into any homeless people?
A few.
Yeah.
I seem to attract them. My friend calls me a freakin' because I'm a freak beacon. A tramp licked my face in Leicester Square once.
Wow.
And it was obviously quite stinky. You know that lick your wrist test and you smell it? He would never it was really horrendous. And I immediately got a baby wipe out my bag and just wiped halfway down my face, had half my makeup on, looked a bit like a mime artist. Someone threw 10 pence at me, so obviously it wasn't the best
That's
of
often how
afternoons.
homelessness starts. They sort of spread it to someone else.
Spiral.
They lick your face and then you kind of look bedraggled and you're just shocked and you just slump down. People throw you money. That's how it starts. It's terrible. But so what, was it invited? I mean, did you feel you should do him a service? Or
I
he
wasn't
just
one
came
of the
out
tramps and saying lick me face.
No, sure.
I'm just really friendly. I would never say to someone, no, I'm not going to talk to you. I'll just like put my head down. He came over and he was like, oh,
you are allowed to say, please don't lick my face, though.
I didn't see it coming. He was like, oh, well, have a lovely day. And we were about a metre apart. And he just lunged out of nowhere and licked my face and then smiled really sweetly and walked away. It's not your average come on, is it?
It's not, is it? No, that's extraordinary. It's worth trying. Wouldn't life be easier if you could just lick someone else's face? and that meant, come back to mine. The thing is, of course, that a lot of, because sometimes I've walked past the Body Shop, and a lot of the stuff they sell in there does look quite Moorish. So I imagine do you know what I mean? If you had some of that kind of, tasty sort of, I don't know, avocado face moisturiser or something, I can imagine, he smelt it. He's only human.
I've eaten some Lush bath products before. In fact, every one I've bought I've tried because it always smells so good and I never learned my lesson. Never.
What?
Soap always tastes like soap. Get over that.
You've tried to eat soap?
Literally on a weekly basis.
Oh wow, you're fitting in more and more. Now, of course, each week we like to get the listeners on as well to contribute songs to the show, because it's not just about us playing songs at you. You are welcome to get in touch with us, and you can do so by going to the website www.bbc.co.uk/6music. And we have a caller on the line now, and I'm very pleased to welcome whom? Is it Richard Hughes?
It is, yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it. It's Dickie H. Hello, Richard. How are you, mate?
I'm very well. Yourself?
Not too bad, thanks. Thanks for asking. What are you up to today?
I'm just chilling in my flat, really, tidying up, finishing off an essay.
Oh yeah, what are you writing about?
Films.
Ah, okay, so you're a film buff. A film buff.
A bit, yeah.
Film buff. Now, I studied film, of course, as did Dan, who's with me now. Anything I can help you with? What are you writing about?
Just finished writing an essay on Sergio Leone.
All right, well, good luck with that. Now, of course,
Thank
so
you very much.
that makes me think that perhaps you are a student of some kind.
I am indeed, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like Holmes.
Sharp.
I'm like Sherlock Holmes, aren't I? And so you're. Which university are you at?
Leeds Metropolitan.
Okay, and is it all going well?
Yeah, brilliant. I got a first for my first film, so
Oh, well done, mate. Oh, so do you actually get to make films as well, or is it just studying them?
Yeah, well, it's actually film production, so it's largely a practical course, so I'm actually making loads. writing very little, which is how I like it.
And what sort of stuff would you hopefully one day make? Are you kind of a gangster guy? Who are your influences?
Well, I'm not sure really. It keeps changing. I really like M. Night Shyamalan at the moment.
Okay.
Who does the older Sixth Sense and stuff like that.
Yep.
But I don't know, I keep changing my mind. Big fan of the Coen brothers and stuff like that. So
Sure.
hopefully a bit of light humour with a bit of thriller in there as well.
Light humour with thriller. Okay, well, there's obviously a market for that. I've got nothing else to say to you, so I'm going to ask Sammy Ashije to just continue this brief chat.
Hello there, Richard.
Oh,
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Oh, so you're too young. I'm just in the market for a boyfriend at the minute. I thought you might be perfect. Never mind.
Well, my friends tell me I act like a 21-year-old, you know, so...
Oh, cracking.
My friends say the same, which is unfortunate. How is 18 too young? You said he's
19.
How is 19? You're only 20.
Well, there's that kind of, you can never have a man that's younger. You can have, up to 18 years older, but not younger by a day.
Okay, I'll just make a note of that. That's another rule I didn't know about the female psyche.
I don't know, maybe as women get older, they're looking for a younger man, but certainly in my youth, I'm looking for an older gent.
Okay.
Only by a few
when you're a
months.
bit older, give me a ring.
Yeah, that's fine, no bother.
Good. Well, if you can help Sammy out, 64046 Stephen.6music@bbc.co.uk. Are you a older gentleman who is looking for a bit of northern rough? Now, Sammy, would you just ask him what the track is he suggested and stuff like that?
Yes. So what is the track you suggested, Richard?
Brilliant. You're slick at this.
It's The Zookeeper's Boy by a band called Mew.
And how did you discover Mew?
My brother introduced me to him, actually. I was just round his house one day, just threw this CD at me and said, play it. Really enjoyed it.
And how old's your brother?
Let's hear the record.
So that was Mew there with The Zookeeper's Boy, and apparently that was a single last year. I really quite enjoyed that. Do you know, Richard, are they English or American?
They're actually Danish.
Oh, well that one's left of field. Marvellous. I really did quite enjoy that.
I thought you would.
Anything with a glockenspiel or xylophone rings my bell, so there you go.
Something to bear in mind, guys, if you're going to get in touch. Well, thank you very much indeed, Sammy, and thank you very much indeed, Richard. You two seem to be hitting it off, which is great, and I'm very pleased for both of you. No, Rich, that was great. I've not heard of Mew before. Are they a successful band? Have they got other stuff coming out? What's happening? I don't know anything about Mew. Keep me informed.
Well, yeah, they're on their second album. That song's from their second album,
Okay.
and they've just finished touring the US, actually. So yeah, they should be getting pretty big. I saw them at Shepherd's Bush last year, and they were amazing. So yeah, look out for them.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. I appreciate it. And you know, the whole point about this is to get introduced to bands that we're not familiar with. Mew, fill in that particular box. Okay, so I'm just going to draw a little box and then write the words Mew inside. I've actually done that. I've written the word Mew, and I've put a box around it. Okay, that's how we work. All right, don't keep anything from you, the listeners. If something's happening in the studio, I want you to know about it. That's what's just happened. Okay, Richard, I really appreciate you getting in touch. Thank you so much, and I hope you continue to listen. And good luck with the essay.
Cheers, thank you very much, man.
All the best, man. Yeah, good. And one thing, what do I know about Sergio Leone that I can help him with? And there's quite a lot of close-ups. All right.
Let me just see if I put that bit in.
Pop that in, yeah. Open
yes,
with that
yes,
one.
I have. Yeah, cheers.
Okay, and you can quote me.
I will.
All the
I
best. Cheers. That's Richard there from Leeds, and good luck to him with that essay. I think I've helped out a little bit there. If you have any essay woes, then get in touch, 64046, I can help you out. You can actually quote me, you can literally quote me. Perhaps maybe if you're writing an essay on some of my own work, maybe you're doing some kind of media course, you're comparing a couple of the broadcasting greats, maybe Tal Wogan and S.J. Merchant, and you're thinking, well, you know, hang on, what about a quote from the big man himself? You've not been able to get hold of Wogan, he's too aloof, he lives in an ivory tower, whereas Steve, very much get in touchable with, 6406, Stephen with a ph.6music@bbc.co.uk. Okay, look, good, we're having a wonderful time, it's all great, and everything's excellent, but what we've not heard is a musical choice from Rufus. Last week we didn't get time to play it. Rufus, this week, what have you chosen for us?
Well, this week, Steve, I've decided to go with a bit of Gallic rap, a bit of French rap. Okay. MC Solar. I don't know if do you know.
I'm familiar with the work of Solar.
Yeah. When I listen to MC Solar, I like to imagine that I'm a French person listening to English music.
Okay, right.
Do you know when you go abroad? And I was always surprised as a child when I went to France for the first time when I was 13, 14. I'd go to a shop or a service station. I'd hear the Stones, or I'd hear some British or American band playing, and my French exchange, for instance, knew the sounds of a lot of the words of Stone songs and would sing along. Wow, this one drags me away. And you knew he didn't know what the words were, but he approximated the sound of it. When I sing along to MC Solar, I like to kind of do that and imagine what it's like to listen to foreign language. And because my French isn't bad, so I understand some of it. But I think he's just a fantastic rapper, and he raps at such extraordinary pace that even if I've got the French verse in front of me, I can't keep up.
Well, you've certainly sold Solar to me. Which tune have you chosen for us?
I've chosen a track from his album Mach 6, and this is called La Vie est Belle.
MC Solar, La Vie est Belle. And Rufus, do you have any idea what some of the lyrics mean?
Well, some of